So it would appear that there was a Batman Beyond idea and concept for a movie that DC Studios passed on. It was an animated movie that they were considering in kind of the same style of animation as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and some of the concept art for it doesn't look bad at all. And I think if they do a Batman Beyond animated movie, it might actually go over pretty well. But there are some issues, and it turns out that we may never get to see this movie. Or will we? Things can happen. Let's get into this article here from Fandom Pulse. Warner Brothers scraps excitingly beautiful looking Batman Beyond movie as DC Studios looks to go against fan appeal. Yeah, it don't look bad. The surprise cancellation of the Batman Beyond animated movie by Warner Brothers and DC is a crushing disappointment for fans who grew up with the beloved series. After the massive success of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for Marvel Studios, many hoped Warner Brothers would finally give Batman Beyond the beautiful animated treatment it deserves. But alas, those hopes have been dashed. We talk about Batman Beyond first premiere in 1999 following Terry McGinnis and all of this stuff with it and thing. Yeah, I've got Terry McGinnis here. Why I've said many a time before I say again, without that suit he'd be dead, boy. He couldn't doctor save his life, but it was what it was. That was the best way I put it. Let's continue on. The series amassed a devoted following that still clamors for more than 2 decades later. So when concept art surfaced from production designer Yuhi Demos for a Batman Beyond animated feature, fans rejoice. Demos had worked on Into the Spider-Verse, so his pitch seemed promising. Well, that was then. This is what he put out there. 5 months ago, Patrick Harpin walked into Warner Brothers Pictures and DC official and pitched a Batman Beyond animated feature. Before we pitched, they warned us there's absolutely no way we can do a Beyond movie, but they loved our enthusiasm. We pitched the outline for the entire film, and what started as a never turned into a maybe. The fact that he went on to say, in the time since we've been pitching our way up the company, hoping to get to James Gunn, suggests that neither DC Studios nor James Gunn were present at this meeting. After the meeting with Warner Brothers and DC, the project was regrettably scrapped. Now, when you look at some of the concept art here, right, and bring it up here, it actually does look pretty good. It really does look pretty interesting. Chasing Batman here, you know, he is in the alleyway walking. It's not bad. It's really not a bad looking concept at all. It has promise. And I think if they had done this, it would do much better. You see, they can, if WB and Warner Brothers and them decide to get their heads out of their collective rear end and start doing things that people would actually be interested in. There are so many characters in DC that if done well, you could do it really good. You could do a Batman Beyond movie. Now, they did a Batman Beyond movie some years ago. I think it was Return of the Joker, whatever, which was an interesting story. Overall, you know, it was a good story, done one than the other. All right, you could do one now. You could probably do like maybe 2 or 3 Batman Beyond movies if you're done really well and think animated movies. Okay, like I said, there are characters within DC that if you do really good, could have a lot of impact on a character. A lot of people don't have a lot of attention is the Question, which really has a very interesting story and everything. Could do a could do a little animated series with him, probably a little short, see if people like it, and then you go from there. But Batman Beyond could actually be done really good in an animated movie. But that's not happening. While Warner Brothers moves forward with the Robert Pattinson-led Batman films, which I have a problem with. I thought the first movie was actually really good. They seem unwilling to revisit the Batman Beyond concept. They may view it as outdated or niche, preferring to focus on mainstream live-action outings, but Batman Beyond could introduce the character to a new generation if given the chance. The cyberpunk aesthetic and teenage protagonist would resonate with young viewers today. Not to mention, Batman Beyond could be the perfect vehicle for Michael Keaton to reprise his iconic role as an elderly Bruce Wayne. Passing the torch to a new Batman would satisfy fans eager to see Keaton back in the cowl, and with the multiverse established, an animated Batman Beyond could exist separately from Pattinson's films. Now, the minute you start to talk about live action, that's where things start to get a little hinky for me. Because you either need to do a animated Batman Beyond or a live action Batman Beyond. The minute you decide to say, well, okay, we will do an animated Batman Beyond movie, and then we go jump right into the live action, starts to get a little tricky, because you have to remember, and I'll tell you why. While the concept may not be bad, you have to remember who is going to be directing these movies and the kind of mindset that is in Hollywood today. They had to ruin every blasted thing. Look at the Batgirl movie. That was so bad, they canceled it because it was terrible. But the only thing they wanted to do with that was to push the characters as some female woman of who wasn't white, and that was it. You gotta understand what they're going to do with these characters if they go down this road. If you wish to do a Batman and a Batman Beyond animated movie or two, which I think would be really good, okay. You want to do a live action movie, you have to do it very good. The suit must look fantastic, the story must be really good, and that is what you must do. The concept of running around with this multiverse thing needs to stop. You could have a Robert Pattinson Batman movie, but what I think they really should do is, if they want to do a trilogy of Robert Pattinson Batman movies, do that. You could do a Batman Beyond animated movie while that is happening. Yes, you could do that. Nobody's going to confuse the two. You can do that. You can do it. But you cannot do a Robert Pattinson Batman, a Batman Beyond animated movie, a Batman Beyond live action movie, and whatever James Gunn is planning to do with Batman and Robin. People are going to be sitting there wondering what in God's name is going on. Who is Batman? What's this? What anything is happening here? Now again, as I say, the concept art for it looks really nice. It really does look good. And this would be a really good story that you'd be interested in seeing in cinema. I would go and watch this. I really would. This looks interesting enough and looks cool enough that I would actually want to see this. But you can't do all at once. If you have James Gunn doing his thing right now, let him do what he has to do. You'll see how that works out. Sadly, Warner Brothers remains short-sighted regarding the franchise's potential. While Batman will always be profitable, studios should aim higher than mere profitability. They should strive to inspire audiences and nurture artistry within the superhero genre. Batman Beyond could have accomplished that if handled with care. Yeah, like I say, if you've done really good, this does look good, done really well, this could be a really good movie. But alas, it seems Warner Brothers lacks the courage and vision required to revisit this beloved series. They cling tightly to the Batman they know, unwilling to evolve with the times. As a result, a generation of fans is left disappointed. Again, as I said, Batman Beyond animated movie could work very well alongside the Robert Pattinson films, but with the fact that, James Gunn will be launching his DCU next year, that's where the problem is going to be, because they want to do the same thing that the MCU did and have this connected universe. And you've seen how badly that has worked out for the MCU. What I have always said, if you want to do a connected universe, keep it in the movies, and that is it. If you have to do anything involving TV shows, they must be their own thing, but could have loose threads attached to it, like what happened with the Marvel Netflix series, like Daredevil and Punisher and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Those had small connections to the MCU, but they never outrightly came out and said it, and that's why they worked. That's what you need to do. But the minute you want to connect movie, TV, animation, comics, everything, it becomes a jumbled mess. Stick to what works and just leave that as is. Perhaps one day the powers that be will recognize the opportunity Batman Beyond presents. Until then, our only option is to rewatch those classic episodes and reminisce about what could have been. Despite Warner Brothers' lack of faith, Batman Beyond remains a series ahead of its time, waiting to be unleashed upon the world once more. Again, as I say, the concept art looks really nice. If you want to do an animated movie, I think it would actually work. I think it would be something that Bat fans would be really interested to see. Done correctly, you shouldn't have a problem with it. But you can't be overly ambitious. If you want to do the animated movie, do the animated movie. Don't do the animated movie and the live action movie one after the other, while there's still the Robert Pattinson Batman going on, and plus you have James Gunn wanting to bring in his own Batman, and then nobody's going to know what the hell anything is and what's going on. But this does look really nice. The artwork does look interesting. It's something that I think fans would really, really be interested in seeing. So yeah, here's hoping we do get a Batman Beyond animated movie sometime soon. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.